Welcome to my rundown of why Jeremy Swaz Tekkers Lynch is the king of cringe. But what's your thoughts on that, Jeremy?
Yeah, Swaz Tekkers, Swaz.
In today's video, we're going to be running through all the evidence that we have of Jeremy Lynch being a little bit cringe and being a little bit of an idiot in the past. But I just want to say a disclaimer before we start. I just want to clarify in this video that I have no personal ill will against Jeremy Lynch from any personal experience. I haven't met him and I'm only judging him on the clips I've been shown today. Bombarding him with hateful messages will not resolve the matter and can cause some serious consequences. If at a later date he does amend his wrongdoings, I would be happy to make a video on that as well. So with all that said, tell them, Jezza, tell them what they need to do.
Yeah, don't subscribe, Swaz Tekkers. Don't subscribe.
But if you want to fight the good cause against the Jeremeister, then get subscribing, get liking, and I can do more content like this in the near future. It seems like I'm going to enjoy it. Hopefully it's a good video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And that's why I make the content. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So as of making this video today, yesterday was actually Soccer Aid, and Jeremy Swaz Lynch took place in the game. Here's a few highlights. But the only highlight that mattered to me from all of the game was this one, from our Lord and Saviour, Sir Gareth of Barronshire.
Look at this. This is what I'm here for in Soccer Aid. Some of these types of...
Oh, Gareth Barry, you make me moist.
So with today's video being such a big one, I've actually split the video up into different categories. So the first category we're going to be looking at is F2 overall. Let's do it! So overall, on the face of things, F2 are a brand and they are particularly commercial on the brand that they put across. Their YouTube channel, the videos are kind of packaged nicely, edited fantastically. You can't really see too much of the charisma, character and true characters that are on screen. It is more based around the football skills, similar to Dude Perfect. I don't know why I'm explaining this like you don't know. If you're watching the video, you know F2. Show a bit of F2. On a business side of things, they are absolutely smashing it. On YouTube growth, absolutely smashing it. They are a fantastic, fantastic brand, and I'm not going to knock what they have built. But I will be looking a little bit more into detail about the stories and about the videos that have come out from behind the scenes. I want to clarify that I'm not really focusing on Billy, but for my specific video today, I want to look specifically at Jeremy and the things that I've seen come up against him recently.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Oh, it's Into the Night, or as you might know, the Jeremy Lynch Batman video. I'm going to stick it on. The video is king of cringe. Jeremy is the king of cringe. This is cringe. Oh, I don't want to watch it. I'm going to have to. Right, I think the original may have been took down. I can't seem to find it. Right, let's just put it on. I don't want to do it. I'm sure you don't want to do it. Here's Into the Night. God. I remember when this came out, I was like, what the heck is going on? Am I seeing things I wish I was? I wasn't. What is this? The suit? Oh, the contact lenses. I forgot about the contact lenses. You can tell he's an Arsenal fan. That's all I'm saying.
You don't need a mask when you're with me.
Look at him jumping up on the cobbles. It literally looks like a mum taking a 4-year-old to school. Look at the... Oh no! Cringe!
Yeah, mum, look at me jump. Ain't I sick, bruv? Swaz.
It's that cringe that everybody has ran away. I don't know where they filmed it.
You don't need a mask when you're with
Oh,
me.
look.
I don't care about your past or your history. We're governed by faith, but we're governed by
I think that's enough of that. Oh, wow. Cringe. As I said, the video is cringe. That is into the night. That is enough of that. What is going on? What is going on? It is maximum cringe capacity. I'm reaching it, boys, already, and we're only into the second section of the video. Get to the third section quickly. So in this whole section, we're going to be looking at a bit of a combination of things. We're going to be looking at the issues with the Wembley Cup, #United, XO, and Spencer FC in general. It's a bit of an amalgamation of things, but I think it all kind of needed to be categorised into one, as this is actually the reason I came across the video watching Spencer and Seb's video. Shout out to that. If you've not watched them both, be sure to go and check them out. Very, very good content. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm making content from it. It's that good. So in summary, the whole thing actually started in, I believe, an early, maybe not the first round of, I think it was the Wembley Cup in 2018. Going into the game, as you guys are probably aware, everybody expected XO to get a thrashing. In the end, they won 1-0, but there was a bit of controversy. The game was stopped early by the referee. Now, in Spencer's second video, he actually does speak about this and mentions that the ref was so upset and just disgusted by the F2 players and the F2 team that the way they were speaking to him, the way they were being, the ref actually conspired to stop the game 3 minutes early with XO winning so that F2 would lose on purpose. The whole conspiracy theory does go deeper. I'm not going to lunge into that too much because I'm focusing on Jeremy, but I think it's definitely worth a watch on Spencer's channel. I believe it's on the #AllSpencerOwen channel. Go and check it out. Like I said, if the referee's done that, it's completely wrong, it's disgusting. They were FA referees as well, so that is absolutely abhorrent, disgusting. But the way it was handled was even worse, in my opinion. Both members of the F2 and some of the team members as well conspired and believed that the conspiracy theory was that Spencer Owen had set them up to fail. It made no sense at the time, and it still makes no sense now. But in some justification, I could say that maybe at the heat of the moment, you would think irrationally and you would just be like, you know what? Of course, you've conspired against me. You're an opposition team. I don't like you. We're the best team in here. You know, if this is coming from a cringe lord. But, you know, you would think in the heat of the moment, and that is the key phrase, heat of the moment. What's going on? Something's not right. We've been duped. I saw for certain that the clock had been stopped early, but they didn't inflect back to themselves. They were that disgusting, apparently to the referees, this is in the terms of the referees, that these professional referees were like, we're going to stop the game early, we're conspiring against them. Wrong. Clarify, wrong. But they were that bad that the ref wanted to do that. These are referees that were reffing games with actual fans of actual football clubs that probably give them absolute stick all the time. Either that or the referees just didn't take Wembley Cup serious enough, and that is a big no-no as well. Like I said, I'm not going to put all blame down to the F2 and Jeremy in this, but definitely how they must have been acting must have had a contributing factor on the day. We don't have any video evidence from my understanding of them being disgusting to the referees, the linesmen, or anything along those lines, but there must be some justification in the referee's mind anyway, why he did it. And then on top of that, the way they reacted. Conspiring and saying that it was all Spencer FC, blah, 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 blah. And once again, the heat of the moment didn't stop it. They cut production, they cut everything. Now, my personal background is actually in media production, and to halt a production is absolutely disgusting. Honestly, it's the worst thing in my eyes. Like, not the worst thing, I mean, there's a lot worse. But the idea to stop production absolutely messes up everything. A lot of these guys who work on these production sets work on freelance basis. They work on they work job to job. So if a job is set for a certain amount of time, a lot of these guys may have been going to another job after it. They don't work in a normal contract environment. They will work when a job is given to them in an allotted time. Now, maybe you give it a bit of give here and there, but you are given a set time. A lot of these professionals work to those times directly. Anything over, you carry on having to pay them. A lot of these productions are paid off a budget as well. So if you go over budget, Nil point. You ain't got any more coming your way. As much as they are freestyle football skillers, these guys know production. These guys have worked on sets with Adidas. They've worked with big brands. They've worked with big companies on big shoots. They know how this goes. If they don't, their management does. And management would have definitely been there on the day. So the idea that they stop it is selfish, but not only selfish, it's just... it's cringe. It's cringe. Now, moving on to after this, there was actually a draft pick where you can actually see the tension. Spencer Owen was dropping one-line digs at them.
Things about Chris: one, decent player, but two, the fans he brings to your team.
But some people build their team around fans. I build it around footballers.
It's an uncomfortable environment to be around, and it's just not helpful for the production. But you can see that there is anger and disdain in his face. These guys have angered the guy who's putting on the whole event because of how disgusting they must have reacted to it. I believe that they spoke about it being 3 to 4 hours that they halted production. That is killer. Them actually losing the game was beneficial to them as they got a better legend in the long run. So when it came to the draft, they actually got the better choices of players because they finished worse off. They played a worse team in the next round because they were better off. Now, it is a bit of a confusing one. I'm still trying to remember full pieces, but I don't fully remember it all. But as I mentioned, Spencer, as you can see in these clips, was just not having any of it. He was dropping one-line digs. Maybe it's not the most mature on his part, but you can see that the guy is done. There's actual just disdain through the video, and it's not a comfortable watch, I must say.
It's tough. It's really tough. We saw Cafu play last month. We done a rainbow flick over someone's head. It went viral on Instagram.
Yeah. What did you say there? Is that what you said? No, I said it went viral on Instagram. That's what they're after. Wait, just in case I didn't hear that.
Hold on. Has anyone got a phone? Can we just check Spencer's social play? Let's just see what his numbers are saying.
He's being a bit blunt with it, but at the same time in a jokey manner where it's on camera and it's not particularly sly. It's a bit of a joke. It's a bit of lightheartedness that if somebody was the right character, the right person, they would laugh back, maybe put a few jokes back. All right, Spen, let's get on with it. We know that... Whatever you want to say back to that. But instead, Spencer calls him for only wanting influence and numbers. And then Jeremy Lynch replies with, yeah, but what are your numbers? That's what he called you out for. He called you for the numbers... And then you replied with, yeah, but what are your numbers? You bitch. That makes no sense. It makes no sense to me, still today. If you guys understand what his response meant, cringe. So skipping on a bit now, they went to Wembley and funnily enough, the F2 actually won the whole bloody thing. They won the Wembley Cup after saying that Spencer had conspired. Still, after all this, they actually went on to win. But, believe it or not, still not gracious in victory. It's usually gracious in defeat. They still weren't gracious in victory. And I'm saying they... Particularly, it was more Jeremy. He decided to say, oh, look at what happens when the ref's not on a payroll from Spencer.
Hey, Cameron, this one. That's what happens when you get a Premier League ref who's not on Spencer's payroll. Oh!
Why? Why are you doing that? And then he started doing the Monster Energy drink. The whole interview was just a little bit... cringe. The guy is cringe. Epitome of cringe, look it up in the dictionary.
Swazzy, 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 swaz.
You'll see Jeremy Swaz Lynch. Now the next section of this video is somewhat actually still related to the Wembley Cup, but I believed it was a big enough category with enough stuff going on in it, in and of itself, that it was actually worth its own category, and that is the beef with Stephen Tries. Now the beef with Stephen Tries actually did once again originate in the EXO game when EXO beat them, but I believe it actually could have started before then with EXO doing a video with them where True Geordie and Stephen Tries went and filmed with them, and this went down.
Oh, it's the nutty professor. Why have I put the hungry...
So this was,
Is this postable?
the hungry professor. I thought...
This makes sense now. The nutty
Am
professor.
I eating all the girls? I don't know. I'm not just a hungry professor. Doggy style was what I was thinking.
So you pick up the shit. Sorry, I don't know why I'm still talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right.
Fingers have gone. Fingers have gone. Oh. It's cringe. It's a cringe. It's just cringe. You know, they were saying it wasn't on brand what Stephen was doing, and I can somewhat understand that. But you know what Stephen Tries and True Geordie are like before coming, unless they didn't, which is, you know, a little bit, what to say, uneducated, or maybe they should have done the research on them before coming, because if they weren't aware of who they were, don't then put them in an awkward situation, or just say it frank. Just say, you know what, we can't really be doing this. We have a widely kid audience. Instead of sitting there and gritting your teeth, just say it. Outright say it. It's the best thing to do. It's the best thing to do. So with this in mind, and then obviously the game where they were beat by the joke side of the Wembley Cup on top of that as well, they didn't take that too well. Halting it, basically, it was just an absolute poop show, you could say. But Stephen Tries decided, I'm a comedian, I'm going to make a laugh of this, and set up the obvious diss track on them, which was Bellissimo, a fantastic, fantastic diss track, which in turn didn't sit well with a guy who wasn't too happy at laughing at himself. So, you know, just to clarify, this is a 32-year-old man that struggles to laugh at himself. Going back 2 years, he's 30 years old for the Wembley Cup when all this took place, and he still struggled to laugh at himself, take a joke and be like, ha ha ha, you little, you. No, can't do it. Can't do it. And that's worrisome. So now we jump to the clip that took place that was one of the big factors to why all this has recently blown up after 2 years. It's all kind of blown up again. Stephen Tries went on Jack Mate's podcast and spoke about it, and these clips basically came out. You'll see in the video, but basically what it's summarising is that the F2 team had a comedian, Man Like Hacks, I say comedian.
I'm a comedian off the pitch, and I'm a comedian on the pitch. Like,
Instagram comedian. So Man Like Hacks was on the F2 team, and apparently after the game when they beat XO, he was giving absolute stick to the XO boys, to Stephen, saying, you know, aggressive things on the pitch. Now, admittingly, this isn't Jeremy, but he didn't seem like he was quite against it, because at the after party, he was going round with the trophy like he'd won the Champions League. He'd won the Champions League? No, it was the Wembley Cup. It's a kind of laugh. It's a charity thing. It's F2, you know, YouTube and stuff. He was going round asking everybody at the after party, would they like a picture with him and the trophy? Oh, it's too easy. The cringe is too easy. To prove that this isn't just hearsay as well, in Cam Kirkham's recent upload, he actually showed a picture that his mate got with Jeremy Lynch and the trophy. Jeremy Lynch was actually going round to people saying, would you like a picture with me? Was he charging? Was he asking for money? Because it's a good scheme to make money and I'll give him that. But he wasn't. He's just cringe. Oh. So now we're going to jump to the infamous clip. This infamous clip where comedian Man Like Hacks confronts Stephen Tries in the after party, and he's basically just saying, you know, you're a piece of shit. And Jeremy Lynch is, this guy's funny. Hey, this guy's funny.
Hey, this guy's funny. Funny.
My friend is getting a Lamborghini. As we can see, Man Like Hacks and Stephen Tries. Poor Stephen Tries in all this as well. And here is Jeremy Lynch, probably stood with the trophy, being cringe, just cringe. Jeremy Swaz bottles a boxing match with Stephen Tries. Now, I don't know whether it was offered, I don't know who offered it, whether it was a joke, but apparently it was said as maybe a bit of a joke, a bit of a, everybody else is doing it, we've got a bit of beef, we could do it, and it was just immediately bottled apparently, so, you know, stand by your words, or stand by Man Like Hacks' words, because why you just stood there like, yeah, the hype man, yeah, but you're the issue, you're the beef. It's like literally, I'm going to bring my dad to this and he'll sort you out. And speaking about dads, just you wait for True Geordie's appearance. Stephen's dad, even though Stephen's dad is actually there as well, behind. It's like it's an interview. Oh yeah, and he was homophobic as well. I forgot about that. It's just disgusting. See? Stephen pulling him up on it. Fair play. And that guy behind them both, sticking up the ears behind Man Like Hacks, the clown face, is actually Stephen's dad. So if you don't know, oh, what a legend. He's doing the funniest. My guy. He has the trophy in his hand. He's actually got the trophy. Oh! You know the team won it, Jeremy. You didn't stand on the pitch by yourself and win it. The team won it.
No, it's mine. Pictures with me, Jeremy Lynch Swaz.
So Stephen calls him out on the fact that Man Like Hacks at the time had 70 subscribers, and Steve's like, there's level to this game, I've obviously got the beef with Jeremy, why is your friend here? Jeremy's only justification is, well, he doesn't say this, but this is obvious, I'm not funny, I'm not quick-witted, this guy is, this guy's going to be my mouthpiece because I can't speak. The only problem is, Man Like Hacks might be some form of funny in some people's eyes, but he's absolutely sloshed. He can't even probably remember his own name at this point, and Jeremy's like,
Get him, Dad.
and the bit that we all wait for, here it comes. I know it's coming. And the bit we're all waiting for, there he is, the big man himself. He breaks it up. And there we go, the big legend himself, True Geordie, comes in, breaks it up and says, get gone, I've enough of it, just get lost. And he absolutely bricked himself. True comedian fashion. Ha ha ha, the only thing you made me laugh with. Now for the next section, it's Britain's Got Talent. If you guys don't know, back in the day, Jeremy Swazzlesticks actually went on to Britain's Got Talent. Now I had a full section about this, I was going to do more reviewing, but I don't want the video to stretch on too long and you guys to just be like, this guy's stretching it, I like what he's doing, but he's a little Stretch Armstrongs. So just watch the clip. It's not the best quality, but I think this summarises up Jeremy Swazzlesticks, just for you and me. The Cringe. National television over here in the UK, Britain's Got Talent, is televised all over the country, and the guy flubs it and fails, and he gets 2 crosses from Piers Morgan and Simon Cowell. It's like a singer halfway through a song just not singing. A magician just not doing tricks. Just being like, explaining the trick instead of doing it. Or a football freestyler just failing a trick and being cringe. Cringe King! And the last thing that we're going to summarise with is one of the most cringe things I think in the whole entire video, and that's the fact that a 32-year-old man uses TikTok. Actively. Now there are exceptions when it does come to social media and content creators. It doesn't matter on your age, I'm not against the age. I'm not ageist. If you're on there and you're doing some good stuff, it's good content, then I'm fully behind it. But as you guys know, TikTok, 90% of the stuff on there is just copied. You just steal it from somebody else, don't put the name, don't credit, and you just stick it up. You do your own version of it and you put it up. It's all pretty much stolen content. I'm not a big fan of the app for one of that. That is one of the main reasons. Like I said, I'm not going to lie, there are some good stuffs on there. It's made me laugh. I've done a video on it. You know, I don't mind it too much, but I do not enjoy one bit this trend where a trend gets viral and then everybody just pretty much mimics that trend or mimics that popular video, doesn't credit the original video and just does it and then gets likes for what? Not being original? So through gritted teeth, I'm going to try my best to watch some of Jeremy Lynchlesticks. That name keeps changing. We're going to watch a couple of his TikToks and see how much we manage. Let's just do it. Let's get it over with, please. Just be done with it.
I'll have you know I have the reflexes of a cat and the speed of a mongoose.
throw it. I dare ya.
No, it's not a 22, it's a 32. A 32-year-old man. No, this one. I'm a fan of this one. Watch the transition. Seamless. Where is it? I don't know. Wow. Maybe he was a magician after all. Maybe he's not a football freestyler. Maybe the man's a magician. Well...
Jeremy Lynch, have my babies.
I don't have anything to say to that video, but I think I know a man who will. Jamie Vardy, please help me. Guys, I think this is going to have to be the last one. I'm dying inside. 32. Guys, it's all I can do. It's getting too much. But before the cringe gets too much, I'm going to have to shoot and wash myself. I need a wash from the cringe. But I just want to clarify before we finish up today's video. I'm fully behind the mentality that people can change. Everybody makes mistakes. I have made tons of them. Tons of them in the past that I've meant to do and I've just been an idiot. Tons that I've not meant to do and I've accidentally hurt or upset people. People make mistakes. We're flawed. We're not robots. And even robots make mistakes because they're just robots, you know. But the point I want to reiterate is please, 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 if you guys have watched this, do not be going commenting and bombarding the guy with messages, hateful things that potentially could cause serious consequences. I want that factor to be completely reiterated to you guys. The guy is getting a lot of hate at the moment. This is just highlighting some of the cringe moments, and if anybody has seen this potentially on his half, if Jeremy you're watching after all of this, I'm doing this to highlight some of the cringe things and things that I don't fully agree with that you have actually took part in or just solely done yourself in the past. Now these are my personal opinions and sometimes I'm wrong as well. I'll fully be behind that. But at the moment you're getting a lot of stick and I only wish that you hopefully accept, acknowledge and move on to progress to be just a little bit better in and of yourself. Of course the things like TikTok and all that and stuff are just a bit cringe, they're a bit jokey, you're not hurting anybody, crack on and enjoy yourself. But one thing I do want to reiterate is please, please, please do not be bombarding anybody with hate because it's truly disgusting to do that. This is just a light-hearted content entertainment video and I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you do want to see more content from myself, I have been Drakesy. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure, I've enjoyed the video and hopefully I'll see you soon with much more content in the near future. So I'll see you then. Adios.